Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for the love, the support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. To all my members, thank you so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a video I saw. A Jewish woman actually made the video, and I think this video is all very wrong in all shades, and she's been blinded by her own experiences and faith, and the lack of empathy and for all humanity is very saddening, and I am sorry for everything that is going on. And I am going to say that anything that got away with fighting and trying to, kill and all that is something I do not support in any way. And a lot of things has been going on, especially in Palestine. Kids are dying. There has been cases of so many kids and all that. But all she came out and all she could say was, I mean, like, I really do not understand what she was saying, because she is completely blinded and not even being sympathetic or being human enough to acknowledge that a particular people are facing through it and going through a lot at this point in time. And that was really very disappointing. And a lot of people thought that was really that was a horrible thing for her to come out to do. Some people were like, yo, I liked you, I liked your content, but at this point in time I think you are deviating, and that which is true. The reality is that they are pushing the narrative and making it look like Palestinians are that they are the victims right now, and Palestinians are the ones, doing it all to them and the rest of it, forgetting that a lot is going on and happening in that Palestine. It is said the same Palestine, they said, let's cut off everything, the electricity, everything connecting to them, in order for people not to see what is going on by the time they strike and all that. I am going to roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get.
How did the Holocaust happen? How did an entire nation stand by and watch Jews get murdered? Hi, my name's Miriam. I'm an Orthodox Jew, and I share what my life is like. They used propaganda to dehumanize us, to vilify us, to make us seem like we were less than humans. So then when they went and did horrible things, they felt like their actions were justified. If you say, I'm not anti-Jews, I'm anti-Zionists, who do you think Zionists are? This is propaganda, once again, being used to justify the killing of Jewish people. Another propaganda term being used is calling Israelis colonizers. Jews are indigenous to the land of Israel. We have been living there for close to 4,000 years, and Judaism is the oldest Abrahamic religion. Jews have lived in Israel before Christianity and Islam existed as religions. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're trying to rewrite history. Now, there's going to be two types of people in my comment section that are going to be spreading hate. One, the people that are truly anti-Semitic and are going to be furious that I am calling out these truths. And two, the people that don't want to admit that they fell for the propaganda, the same type of propaganda that the Nazis used against us. We say never again, but never again is right now. I need you to use your critical thinking and realize that terrorist groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS don't just want Zionists dead. They want all Jews dead. The former leader of Hamas is calling for a day of jihad, a day of terror, to be taken against Jews everywhere in the world. This is literally history repeating itself. My bubby survived the Holocaust because a non-Jewish family hid her in their homes, risking their own lives because they didn't listen to propaganda. They listened to their own moral compass. And I need you to do the same. And if you can't, please unfollow me. And one last note, you can support Jews living in Israel and still condemn the actions of the Israeli government, because in war, nobody wins. My heart goes out to the innocent Israelis and Palestinians on both sides. Peace in the Middle East. Against us. We say never again, but never again is right now.
I want to be very delicate in how I respond to you in this video right now. I'm very sensitive and very emotional right now. There has been over 700 Palestinian children unalived confirmed on my timeline. Numbers are still rising. But since the Holocaust, which your Bubba survived, there has been at least 19 more genocides. That doesn't even include the reservation schools where they unalived native children. In your mind of thinking, never again meant never again for you and your people. I didn't mean it for humanity in general. You don't want to see humanity do better and get better. As long as your people get what they want, you're fine. You start your video off by saying, how did the Holocaust happen? You go on to explain the dehumanization of your people. And I'm getting emotional right now because I really do understand how you feel. It's horrible. It really is horrible to see your people dehumanized and suffering. You want to know how I know? This is how I know. 90% of the time when I learn something new about my history, it hurts me right here. Me to know that my people were treated so differently because of something that they couldn't control. Well, kind of like how the innocent people in Palestine can't control what Hamas does. But they're the ones that are being attacked for it. How did the Rwanda genocide of the Tutsi people happen? Because if you want to get technical with it, colonizers went down there and separated those people first. Went down there, caused a divide between those people, stole what they can, and then left. You also say if you're anti-Zionist, that means you're anti-Jew. That's not true. Almost every single religion on this earth has extremists. It's just a matter of facts. I'm a Christian and I'm anti-church. In my opinion, I've seen them cause more harm than good. That is exactly what Israel is doing right now, causing more harm than good. You're saying that people are falling for all of this propaganda when it seems like Israel is the only one actually benefiting from all the propaganda going on right now. Israel is the one that's being supported in the news. Israel is the one that's being backed from Canada and America. Israel is getting all the support from all the celebrities. So much so that celebrities are posting pictures of dead Palestinian children claiming that they are Jewish children. So if there is propaganda going on right now, Palestine is not benefiting at all from it. If you open up your mouth right now and tell me that the media and the news has ever been kind to the Middle East, I will call you a bull-faced liar. Because even when they don't have anything to do with the problem, somehow their name still gets thrown in there. When Russia and Ukraine were going through prime war, all I saw on CNN was, oh, this is not normal. Maybe if it was the Middle East, it would seem more normal. You don't get to sit in your high tower and look down on them and tell them that they are benefiting from propaganda when it is not true at all. If you really, truly care about never again, why have you never spoken up about the genocide happening in China right now against Chinese Muslims? Don't worry, I'll wait. Because never again only applies to you.
How did the Holocaust happen? How did an entire nation stand by and watch Jews get murdered?
Okay, so I'm 100% going to address this video point by point because the cognitive dissonance is absolutely... Anyways, I'm going to digress. Let's get into your first point.
They used propaganda to dehumanize us, to vilify us, to make us seem like we were less than humans. So then when they went and did horrible things, they felt like their actions were justified.
Now, when I first started watching this video, I thought you were going to be empathetic to Palestinians. I thought you were going to talk about how Western media and the Israeli government has used similar tactics against Palestinian people. The tactics being propaganda and dehumanization of an entire group of people. Examples of this would be the debunked claims of Hamas beheading 40 infants, the Israeli government cutting access to Gaza, how Western media talks about Israeli people being killed versus Palestinians dying, or what about a response to this tweet that is talking about how Israel is engaged in the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. And Seth Crosby says, it is a much needed cleansing, yes, but not an ethnic one. Israel is not targeting humans. You talk about the atrocities that happen to Jewish people, but you can't seem to connect the dots of what's happening to Palestinians right now.
If you say, I'm not anti-Jews, I'm anti-Zionists, who do you think Zionists are?
And for my response to that, I just want you to watch this clip.
The state of Israel does not represent all Jews, and certainly does not represent the Jewish religion. According to Jewish religion, all of this is criminal. We are even forbidden to create a sovereignty for ourselves. But especially when this is by killing, stealing, oppressing an entire people.
The Holocaust was real, and anti-Semitism is real, but it doesn't give Jews the right to then be the oppressor. It breaks my heart.
And what about all the other Jewish people who stand with Palestine because they fundamentally disagree with what the Israeli regime is doing? But I'll digress and move on to your next point.
Another propaganda term being used is calling Israelis colonizers. Jews are indigenous to the land of Israel.
Yes, they absolutely are. And yes, they were exiled. And yes, I agree that Jewish people absolutely have rights to that land. just as much as the Palestinians do. And in understanding this, we can also talk about how the Israeli government is specifically engaging in secondhand colonization that was bestowed upon them by the British Empire, and that by proxy, the Israeli government is also engaging in colonizer tactics. Examples would be apartheid, illegal occupation, human rights violations, genocide, etc.
Now, there's going to be two types of people in my comment section that are going to be spreading hate. One, the people that are truly anti-Semitic and are going to be furious that I am calling out these truths. And two, the people that don't want to admit that they fell for the propaganda.
So number one, there's going to be people that are truly anti-Semitic, and they're going to use whatever they can to justify their anti-Semitism. And those people should be denounced and ashamed of themselves. In the same respect, however, while you did speak incredible truth to what happened to Jewish people, the conclusions that you made and the cognitive dissonance that you have regarding Palestinians and what is happening to them today absolutely should be addressed.
I want you to use your critical thinking and realize that terrorist groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS don't just want Zionists dead. They want all Jews dead. The former leader of Hamas is calling for a day of jihad, a day of terror, to be taken against Jews everywhere in the world.
So again, while I'm pro-Palestine, I am also going to condemn the actions of Hamas and any other group that is being anti-Semitic. Innocent Israeli citizens, as well as Jewish people as a whole, should not have to answer for the illegal occupation that the Israeli government is currently engaging in. And while I will always condemn Hamas targeting innocent civilians, let us remember that Hamas would not be what it is today if it weren't for the funding and backing of the Israeli government. And I think that sometimes that gets lost whenever we're having these conversations.
My Bubby survived the Holocaust because a non-Jewish family hid her in their homes, risking their own lives because they didn't listen to propaganda. They listened to their own moral compass. And I need you to do the same.
So when addressing this point, the first thing I want to say is I'm so happy that your Bubby survived because someone else decided to hide her. However, at the same time, I think it's unfair to say that this situation is similar to what happened during the Holocaust. This makes it seem like the Israeli regime and Jewish people are one and the same. And it also makes it seem like Palestinians do not have the right to defend themselves from an oppressor. Again, the innocent people harmed by Hamas is disgusting. I will never in my life condone the targeting of innocent civilians. However, when a people are liberating themselves from an oppressor, that liberation can get violent, especially if non-violence has been ignored. The oppressive party in this situation happened to be an Israeli government. That Israeli government may also be part of the Jewish faith. The government is specifically being targeted because they are occupying, committing genocide, engaging in apartheid, and blockading supplies that go to innocent people. And so because of all that I mentioned, I think it's very unfair to compare this situation to the Holocaust. Though again, I think regardless, there are anti-Semitic people in the world who will use this situation to continue to be anti-Semitic. That's also the problem with claiming that Israel and Jewish people are one and the same.
You can support Jews living in Israel and still condemn the actions of the Israeli government. Because in war, nobody wins. My heart goes out to the innocent Israelis and Palestinians on both sides. Peace in the Middle East.
I think this has been the only thing you said that I can agree with to some extent. Yes, I do believe Jewish people should be able to live in Israel if that is what they want. I believe both Palestinians and Israelites should be able to coexist peacefully. I fundamentally disagree with what the Israeli government is doing. But I want to talk about specifically your use of the word war. I think that sometimes that rhetoric can lead people to believe that it's balanced, that the two parties involved are on equal playing fields, but we know that in this, that is absolutely not true. The Israeli regime has the entire Western world backing them, specifically the United States funding every aspect of what they're doing. Palestinians do not have any of this. We also know that as soon as Hamas attacked innocent people, the entire world had their eyes open to what was going on. However, that same world has been blind to what Palestinians have been going through for the last 75 years under an illegal occupation by the Israeli government. Look at the stark differences between Palestinian injuries and deaths and Israeli injuries and deaths. Look at how the Israeli government told one of the most densely populated cities in the world that they had 24 hours to evacuate. How they detailed out safe routes for those people to take. And then they bombed the safe routes. The playing field is not level, it's not equal. Just to conclude, it's free Palestine until Palestine is free. And saying that doesn't make someone anti-Semitic. Good day.
Thank you, everyone who sent love, support, and prayers. Israel is the Holy Land for many Jews, Muslims, and Christians. And this has been a really difficult time. And we are not okay. When it comes to war, both sides lose. When innocent lives are lost, that is a tragedy. If you are wondering how you can help, check in on your friends and family and check on their physical and mental well-being. I truly believe in the power of prayer, and prayers of peace are always welcome. And if you have financial stability that you're able to donate funds, there are many organizations that are collecting now to provide medical supplies for those that are in need. And when it comes to social media, send a message of love and support and unity, because we are stronger together when we support each other. I will continue to share my regular content because this has always been a very happy place for me, but I just ask for a little bit of grace in doing so. Wishing everybody peace and love. Be well. And this has been a really difficult time, and we are not okay.
I have seriously never seen a more deranged take than this woman. How exactly, Miriam, are you not okay? It looks to me like you're perfectly fine. You're sitting in your house, you're warm, you have food, you have shelter. There is no rockets raining down on you. You have electricity. You say Israel are fighting Hamas. Do these children, literal children, look like Hamas to you? Tell me, Miriam, if Israel's end goal is not genocide, then why did they warn the people of the Gaza Strip that they were going to rain rockets on top of them, and then immediately, almost immediately, bomb the only way out of Gaza, unaliving hundreds of women and children, people of Gaza stuck on the Gaza Strip with no way out? If they are just trying to fight Hamas, Miriam, why have they cut off everything that is, what, to us, a basic human right? And tell me, Miriam, if they are just fighting Hamas, why are they raining hundreds of the world's most advanced weapons in the world down on the people of the Gaza Strip, knowing that over 50% of those residents are children? You go on in another video to say that being anti-Zionism is being anti-Semitic, but there is plenty of Jewish people who do not stand with Zionism, who do not stand with Israel, and who do not stand with genocide. On top of that, Miriam, I wonder if you shed tears for those Palestinian children who have lost their lives. I wonder if you shed tears for those Palestinian people who have lost their houses, who have lost their land, who have lost their culture. Or do you just shed tears for your own people? I am so disappointed in this creator, because how can you condemn Hamas with a conscience without condemning the Israeli government at the same time, considering that the damage Hamas has caused is not even a fucking fraction of the damage caused by the Israeli government? And Israel is not the Holy Land for any Muslims. I think we both know that. It once was, when it was their land, but they are now heavily discriminated against. They can't even travel freely. They cannot build houses. They cannot leave. If they leave, they won't be let back in. That doesn't seem like a holy land to me, Miriam.
Thank you, everyone who sent love, support, and prayers.
Is it psychopathy? Is it Islamophobia? Maybe it's Maybelline. Anyways, girl, we can still see the lace. Have a good one. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you have the most blessed day. I really do. It's no shade, girl. It's a proverb that every pissed off black woman says when she has no more words to say. Have a blessed day.
So this is all I got from this video, and like the comment section wasn't even smiling. A lot of people were like, man, I thought like, you know, you were like a very sensible person and all that, but like what you are trying to portray and all that is not like what you are. And being the fact that she is, I am very happy that, you know, she survived. I mean, her family or somebody, I mean, something like that, they survived it and all that. And like I said, I am like against anything that got to do with war and all that, Hamas and Israel and the rest of it. I am against it. But now it looks like they are, you know, when they are pushing the narrative like to kind of suit them. And when the narrative doesn't suit them or something, like it turns to something else. I mean, look at the whole thing going on, and the media and all that are making it look like Israel is the good guy. Because this is what, like, you know, this is what it looks like. They've already made it look like they are the good guy. They are the ones that there are people are offending. They are the ones Palestine and that are offending, and the whole genocide and all that's happening, and it's just really crazy that people are hurting. Palestinians are hurting, but they are making it look like they are the ones hurting. Like, make this make sense. And like the other black lady said that this is a very sensitive issue, and I am trying as much as I can to express and explain this calmly and all that. But man, the whole situation is just a mess, and all I can say is free Palestine. And yeah, that's all I can say. So this is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.